Hi. Today I wanted to talk to you about a resource in our community that many of you, and it's something that we need more than ever right now. It's the Crisis Support Services of Nevada, or formerly known as the Crisis Call Center. And I am honored to be the president of this organization, and I've been involved with them for over 3 years. So when I found out about the Crisis Call Center, I had no idea that I'd lived in this community at the time for about 15 years and didn't know that we had this amazing group of volunteers and staff members that were available not only to our community, our state as a whole, and also to the entire nation when it comes to crisis. So I want to talk to you about that today. And my goal is to educate you, inspire you to get involved, or to share this message with someone you may or may not know during their time of need. It could be a stranger. So let's talk about the Crisis Support Services of Nevada. So it's a 24/7, 365 day a year. Like, we never close our doors. And what we do is take text messages and phone calls from people that are in need. And I want to read to you the mission statement of Crisis Support Services of Nevada. I'm going to call it the Crisis Call Center for short. Crisis Support Services of Nevada's mission is to provide 24/7 free, confidential, and caring support to people in crisis. We work every day to be a beacon of hope in the darkest moments and empower them to see a better tomorrow. For more than 50 years, we have provided an empathetic ear, a caring heart, and a helping hand to anyone in need. So just to give you an idea, even during this COVID crisis, we have staff members and volunteers going in every day, of course, practicing social distancing and keeping themselves clean and sanitary so as not to spread anything. But they're still there taking calls and text messages. And last year we took, as an organization, we had an intake of 9,000 text messages and 74,000 phone calls. That's a pretty staggering number. And these are crisis calls and texts that are across the state of Nevada and also across the nation, because we're part of the Lifeline centers. So when another Lifeline center in the United States can't pick up those calls, they roll over to us. And we deal with anything that stresses people. And let me list some of these off for you just to give you an idea of the staggering amount of crisis and issues that we help people handle. Depression and suicide, sexual assault. We have a team of trained volunteers and advocates for the sexual assault support services, so they're available to help victims of sexual assault navigate through the legal and medical system and to be a support to them. Elder abuse, child abuse, domestic violence, stalking, substance abuse, and more. And right now, about 20% of the calls that are coming in to the call lines at Crisis Call Center are relating to COVID-19. And so I want to share with you, just in general, some of the issues that have come up so we have an idea of what our community, our state, and our country is facing right now. One of the first things is just anxiety and stress in general over coronavirus and COVID-19, being isolated at home when people aren't used to doing that. Loss of work is a big stressor for people. Worry about feeding and housing their family. I mean, talk about some base level concerns that are facing people right now. We also get calls and text messages from frontline medical workers feeling like they're in a war zone every day. Their safety is at risk. They're fighting this war every day, attempting to keep people safe and treat people that are ill, and then having to be isolated from their families at the same time so they don't put their family members at risk. And, this is creating suicidal trauma for some of these frontline medical workers. If you can imagine, the amount of stress that they're under. And so I want to share all this with you so that you know that these resources are available to everyone free of charge. And I have in the comments under the video, I have the contact information for our organization, but I also would like to share that with you. Our website is cssnv.org. You can go there to find out more information about our organization and also to donate funds. We have an 800 number that you can call 24/7 anytime. Anytime that you need to talk to someone or vent, you need a kind and trained ear to listen to you and help you with resources. 800-273-8255. And then you can also text the word CARE, C-A-R-E, to 839-863. And you can reach us any of those ways. I also wanted to tell you about some things that we have coming up. We've switched over to virtual training for our volunteers. And yes, we are recruiting volunteers now. So if you're interested in helping out on the call line or with our sexual assault support services, we have a virtual training that's starting on May 2nd. And you can reach out to me or any of the staff through our website or those numbers that I gave to you. And it's a 75-hour training. It will all be done over Zoom, and it's broken up into manageable time frames. And for all the people that I know that have gone through this training, that are on the board with me or our volunteers, staff members, it's a life-changing training. Each one of us has experienced trauma or crisis of some kind, or we know someone that has. It crosses the demographics of every group and of people. No one is exempt from that. So that 75-hour training starts on May 2nd. If you're interested, please message me. And we also could use donations for supplies because we are open 24/7, 365. We want to make sure that we're keeping our offices and our people clean and sanitized. And then, of course, we always just need funds to keep these call lines open so that we can help as many people locally throughout the state and nationally as possible. So this is a time where people are in need even more than ever, and Crisis Support Services of Nevada is here to help people over the phone, over text. We are passionate about what we do. I'm passionate about being the president of the board and helping to share this message and to share this resource to our community. And so I wanted to take some time today to let you know that we have this beautiful organization right here in our city. And please share the word, share this video, share the information for the 800 number and the text line. And if you think even that someone might be able to use this, maybe put it in your phone and have it available when you see someone that looks like they need a person to talk to. And our people are trained and ready to go. So thank you so much for listening, and be safe and be healthy.